Hey, Tom here, Mr. Excitement. It's a little shady here. I have the lights kind of low. Lately, I haven't been having my little camera showing me in the videos, but I figure, what the heck, I'll do it now. Little word about technical analysis. Now, I don't know if everybody knows what technical analysis is. For a long time, I didn't know what it was, but basically, what you're seeing on the screen here, I'm showing a video from some guy who does technical analysis, and you see all these little they try to find patterns in prices. You can do technical analysis with regular stocks for anything that's got a chart, right? This is Bitcoin. All through this downturn, through this bear market that we've had the last few months, I've been watching these technical analysis guys, and I got to tell you, look, there's some weird voodoo science or whatever behind this. But looking at this stuff, I've never seen the value in it. I'm not saying there's no value in it, right? It's a tool. You have to look at it as a tool. It's a tool, in my opinion, which charts human behavior, right? They talk about how, in this case, Bitcoin, how Bitcoin is going to do this and it wants to break out and it wants to do this, or no, it's going to sink lower. They talk about Bitcoin like it's conscious or something, like it can have wants, desires, and needs, when in reality what they're really talking about is the market, people, traders, whoever, buyers and sellers. So it's really human psychology, and you're trying to chart your way through a bear or a bull market with this stuff, and there are patterns. Human beings follow patterns. We have certain behaviors and that are repetitive, comfort zones, panic zones, things like that. So this is a tool, right? And it can be useful. But what you have to understand is it's not going to tell you the future. It's not. Sometimes they'll get it right and sometimes they'll get it wrong because they're trying to read human response in the market, right? And you don't always know what's going to happen, and you also don't know what kind of world event or whatever. You could have some big whale come in. A whale is basically somebody who has a huge position in an asset, so huge that they can move the market, they can influence the market. So you can have a huge whale come in and do a massive dump, right? Look at the Mt. Gox trustee in Japan. They sold all this Bitcoin. They dumped it on the market and caused a lot of the crashes have been pegged to that single seller, okay? The Japanese Mt. Gox trustee, which was the court trustee for the Mt. Gox lawsuit, he was dumping this stuff and causing crashes. Before people knew about that, trying to chart that with technical analysis, you might be reading the market and say, oh, here's the pattern and here's the fractals and this is going to now, we're on an up triangle, and then all of a sudden what your technical analysis can't account for is some rogue out there dumping huge amounts of the asset on the market and causing a crash. And then there goes your chart, right? So what I'm trying to say is this stuff has a certain value. It's a tool, but don't get too caught up with it. Right? Some of these people who really preach technical analysis above all others, I think they're barking up the wrong tree. I don't care how good they are at technical analysis. It can't tell the future. You can't chart the future. You don't really know where the market's going to go. If they did, they'd all be gazillionaires and they wouldn't have to do their technical analysis. It's common sense, folks. So, technical analysis, useful tool. But understand that it's just a tool. And it can't read the future, and you shouldn't rely too much on it. And spending hours and hours watching these guys. I've watched these guys, and it's a colossal waste of time. Look at it for a few minutes, assess it, classify it, put it in your perspective wherever it fits in for whatever useful information it can provide, and then look at other factors. Do your research, know what's going on in the world. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, because it's what's going on in the world. If you switch over to my news site here, techbait.net, going to plug the techbait. Techbait.net, this is my news site. It's all kinds of tech news, but crypto is at the top, so you can see cryptocurrency. You know, see what's going on, what governments are doing with taxes, what whales are coming in, what, hacks are happening, what big names in the field are saying and doing, things like that. That's what's really going to move the market one way or the other. Has confidence come back into the market, right? So these are things. Technical analysis is a tool, but you can't rely too much on that stuff. You should really be looking at the news, among other things. Investor sentiment, things like that, and that's it. And then form your own opinion, do your own research. So I'm sorry, I'm tired. I've had a long day. I'm going to bed soon. I'll be back at this in the morning. Don't know if, I never know which morning or night I'm going to get to shoot a video. So I really wanted to say this bit on technical analysis. Sorry, the reflection of my glasses is probably annoying, but now I can't see. I need new glasses. So, for all of you who've been subscribing, thank you for subscribing. Please hit like and share on my videos. Please go to TechBait, use it. I created this resource initially for myself, so I can just go to a simple URL and see a whole bunch of RSS feeds on crypto and technology. And that's exactly what this site does. Yeah, I threw in some ads, big deal. They're all useful stuff. If you need to get anything, please go through my ads. It helps support the site and the channel. You need a hardware wallet, you need t-shirt apparel, you need web hosting, a tax service that can provide, basically reports for your year-end taxes. I know tax season just passed, but never too early to start for next year. Hardware wallets, did I mention that? All kinds of stuff, crypto exchange accounts. So this stuff's useful, if you're in the market for any of this. But the news here, and then it goes down into technology news. As you go down, I've got some other widgets on the site, and I even have precious metals. So, and then when you get into just the technology in the middle part, which is not crypto per se, it's just technology, computer nerd stuff, okay, programmer nerd stuff, software tester nerd stuff, database administrator nerd stuff, CIO, network admin type stuff, all of that. And then down below there's some more stuff, and then at the very bottom there's some real fun off-the-wall stuff. So this site has a little bit for everybody in nerddom, okay? Techbait.net, very easy to remember. Please share that with your friends. Share it on social media. I'd appreciate it. So what I'm saying is that's really, going to get you farther, I think, overall than this technical analysis stuff. Sure, like I said, look at the technical analysis. I look at the people providing it. I'm glad they provide this service. But don't rely too heavily on it. Don't rely too heavily on it, because honestly, you're not going to get that much out of it. I certainly wouldn't be placing too many orders or bets based on this stuff, because you never know what's going to really happen in the market. It's just guidance. It's just, you get like patterns and overall sentiment, things like that. But, like I said, this thing could be on its way up, and all of a sudden some big government or the SEC or somebody decides to really clamp down somewhere, and all of a sudden it drops like a rock. But meanwhile, your technical analysis had it going all the way up. You don't know what's going to happen. This, unless you can really tell the future, you are really clairvoyant. This stuff here is just a tool. So I can't say it any clearer than that. So I'm not going to say it anymore. That's it. That should be enough. So anyway, please go back, like and share my videos. Please subscribe to the channel. Please use TechBait as a good news source. And let's hope that this bull market that we think might be coming back is really coming back. And I don't know, I'm open right now, but my trading bots, my profit trailer trading bots are not doing great right now because the whole fluctuation with the prices has basically left me with a bunch of dollar cost average bags of coins I'm holding. So basically what that means is my trading balance is tied up in positions that the bot took out for me, and until those prices level off and go into somewhat positive territory and I can sell those bags off and get my trading balance back, I can't buy new, my bots can't buy new stuff. So they're pretty much dead in the water until enough of that sells off. On the plus side with that, the company that makes the bots just came out with a new major upgrade. I have not upgraded yet. I'm still running version 1.x. I need some time to really upgrade that, and not to mention I have 2 bots to update. But I am excited a little bit about it because they just moved to a subscription model, and I had actual licenses. I had a license for one exchange, one crypto exchange. They sell them by the exchange. They only officially support 3 exchanges. So what happened was I had one, and then I knew this was coming. They basically said, once we go to the subscription model, we release 2.0. It's a subscription model. So like if, existing licenses will be lifetime. You don't have to pay the subscription fee. Your copy will work. But it's on a per exchange basis. So like that's only my Binance, for example, bot would be licensed that way. And if I then wanted version 2.0 on, say, Bittrex, or Poloniex, those are the other 2 that they support right now, I'd have to do a subscription model, which I don't like the subscription model. I don't like it. I actually hope it's a bad experience for them and they revert back, although that probably won't happen. But anyway, I went ahead and I paid the $200-something, whatever, for the Bittrex license before they released version 2. And I set it up. So I basically have a BTC bot running on Bittrex and an ETH bot running on Binance. And I'm very happy with that setup. And if they ever support another exchange I would rather have than those 2, they will even transfer my license to another exchange. But it's a lifetime. I have 2 lifetime licenses basically for this bot, and it's a good bot. So I'm excited about version 2.0. It's got more features and things. It should make it a more effective day trader, but I have to wait. Also, there's another bot out there, which is a cloud-based bot. If you want to give that a try, on my site here, this crypto trading bot, that's Crypto Hopper. So you can try that one out. I tried it. I got to be honest, I wasn't crazy about it, but I can see the potential with it. I primarily is using the other bot, so I'm not using that one right now, but it's another option, and it does have a lot of features. If you take the time, I've seen other people be very successful with it, so it's not like it's a piece of garbage or anything. So I have that on my site, actually. And that's probably about it. I'm also on Steemit. Can I move myself here? I'm also, anyway, that's my floating window. I'm on Steemit as TechBait. I'm on YouTube as Crypto Blogger. And I don't put all my videos on Steemit. I put a few. And I'm trying to create my presence there because you never know what's going to happen with YouTube. It's a commercial thing. Steemit's on the blockchain, so that content should be long-term safe and viable. Plus, I find I like to link those videos into my blog posts. So anyway, I I'll stop rambling now. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate it. To anybody who's who's decided to go into proof of weak hands through my masternode link, it's very much appreciated. You basically help me out with my expenses. I mean, because web hosting costs money. A lot of this stuff costs to maintain on a monthly basis, so that helps me out. Anything I don't have to take from my paycheck is very much appreciated if it comes from the online sources for this stuff. So if you buy anything through my affiliate links on my website or my Proof of Weak Hands link, and it provides me with something, I'm very appreciative of that. I have I have lots of expenses. I live in a very expensive part of the country, high cost of living, and I pay a lot of taxes, and I have a lot of family expenses, which I don't want to go into here because I don't want to use that for whatever, for shilling, but I've got things I have to take care of. So it's very much appreciated if you get anything through any of my links. I don't take that lightly. I'm very grateful for any of that support I can get. And that's that. So please continue to watch. I'd appreciate it. Like and notification and all of that on my videos. I appreciate that. And please use my TechBait site for your tech news. It's a great resource. I use it. It's free to use. So thanks for watching. And remember, technical analysis is just a tool.